Welcome back, you beautiful people, to episode 6 of Rise of the Machines. And to start this episode off, we have a Sapper raid coming in from the Shattered Empire. And I just realised, and it took me a little bit long to figure this one out, but these little cheeky chappies in green are the Sappers, hence why they're all equipped with grenades. Now, I probably should have realised that the first time we got attacked, and all the Sappers showed up with grenades. Yeah, thankfully their armour does protect them from fragments. Well, obviously not for us, but for them, I guess that's a good thing. They only have like 4 grenades each as well, so it's not going to be long until they are out. And once they're out, that's pretty much their Sappers done. So, yeah. Okay, they're just going to go shoot everything up. That's a cool little SMG he's got there. So, the YP Swarmer. Only issue of them going through this zone, other than they're coming through this zone, which is just an issue in itself, is we only have military turrets behind there, and we haven't reloaded them yet, so that is problematic. Now actually, why am I taking so long on this? We could deal with this quite quickly. So we come along here. James, you're going to need to change out to your actual good gun. I think that sort of set up. We're going to need to move Oscar across. So Oscar is behind, so then Oscar can shoot his big old anti-mech rifle, because that's going to do a whole bunch of damage. Then some of them are spreading this way. We did send James out. He took down the last centipede there just because we were trying to haul things off the map. What we didn't want was him to run out or someone else to run out and then obviously get killed off by the centipede. Because that centipede, if it gets a couple shots, yeah, you're pretty much done. Now, what quality is your armour? That is good quality cataphract kit, which we like. And what about your gear? Good quality cataphract as well. So we're pretty much, Gringos, we're pretty much guaranteed to kill him. And so that's one more set of good cataphract armor. Okay with that. Those guys don't seem to be doing too much. Once they spread out a little bit more, I think that's going to be a good time to go after them. Actually, Bruce, you've got a shield. This is, I can't decide if this is going to be a good idea or a particularly bad one. And out of the way, mate. Don't get shot in the back. Could get into here. Yeah, you just created enough kill zone. That is fine. Does mean you're probably not going to get many corpses, just because we're going to end up shooting everyone. They're picking up their own kit. Wilson, move across here. Okay, if we can knock them out. Oosh. Oscar, this is definitely worth a punt, mate. You're going to run in. Maybe get friendly fired. But you are... What is their name? Okay. Petro. Strip Petro. That's going to be worth it in my mind. Things that we don't have. Lots of cataphract kit. Fine. Oh, there's some more marine kit here. Get that. Get out of dodge. And there's another body on the floor behind them. Awesome. Actually, you're going to go chase them down. Brucey, you're going to come in and strip the last one here off. Okay, no, there's 2 of them. Sweet. Yeah, we just actually just got super lucky. We got a whole bunch of good kit then. Oosh. Happy days. He's actually rapid. We're not catching him. Cool. Let's go get as much stuff as we can then. So we've got a Janissary. Is that going to be anything interesting? No. Strip the officer. Anything interesting? No, not really. But that is all very good stuff. We're going to be able to sell all of that. We're going to make a fortune off it. Well, not a fortune, but a couple thousand, I'd imagine. The armors, obviously, we can give to our guys. Yeah, that's not bad. That's a fairly quick clean-up as well, so that wasn't there too long. So we should have about at least like 44 hours before the next raid comes in. I would like to think. It might not turn that way, but there's a fair chance it might. Move back, Oscar. Okay, move out the way so Brucey can take the shot. Cool. Easy. So it did seem like we had a massive amount of time. And yeah, already getting attacked by the Manic Hive. Whole bunch of chem fuel, which is going to be sweet. And it turns out we're running super low on your 556 now. So that's something that we are going to start working on. And a clear issue that we can see here. Well, once a lot of things come in, this kill zone starts to fall apart. Now, what I'm possibly thinking is we'll be very resource heavy. But we just create another little small chamber across here. And then ideally, most things should be able to get taken out as they come through there. So the things like bugs and tribals and that shouldn't be an issue. Now, I did remove all the tribals off this playthrough because, well, combat extended when you're running up against tribals, it's just a waste of time. We've already seen that if you're in cataphract armor, anything lower than like an M16, well, no, even an M16 with armor piercing rounds like won't do anything against it. So tribals running up against you, yeah, it's not a thing. Housekeeping is going okay. Do have a whole bunch of work to do over here, but we're going to need another crafter, which brings us to the next point. We're starting to kick out a couple more advanced components over here, and I think we might actually have to settle for a T3 android. Not that I'm super stoked about that, but we do need some extra hands. And now the T3 can have a lot of the upgrades. So as a result, they're still going to be fairly decent. And selling stuff off, we're up to 16,000 silver. So we're going to have to start doing something with that, or that's going to start pushing our wealth up a little bit too much. So yeah, a couple raids come in, and the wealth just spikes. Not perfect. This is slightly problematic. Okay, so the Mandarchive, literally, as soon as we defeated that raid, basically another one came in. Didn't think anything of it, didn't show up on the map. But they must have come in on this section, and they have tunneled all the way along through and across. So now we've got a whole new area that we need to defend as well. So we're going to, I think, just dig this section out here, and then hopefully that will just encourage things to go around. But a little bit annoying. Also means we're going to need to fill this with a bunch of granite that we don't have. And we got bugs all up in the base. New android was made called Bradley, and Bradley is completely and utterly useless. I think we're probably actually just going to go and kill him. Cooking, artistic, can do some shooting, kitchen hand, heat tolerant, kind, arrogance not great, and misogynist. So you can't actually do anything I want. And what is your global learning factor? 100%, which ain't bad, but still not good. And anyone that we take into colony kind of has to be exceptional. And yeah, properly caught out in the open from these bugs. Don't really have enough time to get E.O. Bradley a weapon. And James, what happened to you, mate? He just got proper done in. Okay, there's going to be bugs destroying stuff around the base now, which is going to be super annoying. Okay, one of them died on the turret. These ones died over here. Okay, fine, we're all right. James, you go tend to yourself. And somebody go and... Can we still do it this way? Yeah. Shut down Cortex mainline. That should just kill him off, and then we'll just build another one. Not the end of the world. Obviously not ideal. Bit of a waste of resources. But he's going to be more of a problem than he's worth. And just shoot the damn bug. Oh, that was so difficult, Wilson. Cool, yep. Kill Bradley. Now we're just going to break down his corpse. And then get on to building a new android. Not the position you want to be caught in. Being chased by a Giga Locust. Or should be caught out in the open. Two more of our guys are caught out in the open. Wow, okay. Wilson didn't get the memo to go to his defensive position. Bruce is getting mashed up. Yeah, always forget how quick the bugs are. This side we should be fine. Not sure why he keeps stopping Oscar. Cool. So we secured that side. I guess we could push Oscar through the top to try and give these guys a little bit of a hand. You change out to the Sabo rounds. James, you come across here. Because Bruce is bleeding out in 13 hours. And he's got sand in his eyes. I'm not sure why sand would particularly affect an android, but details. Okay, yeah, well, I'm just throwing out there things aren't going quite as well in this episode as they have in the other ones. But details, we should be able to get to Bruce, get him healed up. And his cataphract armor just got destroyed. That is not annoying at all. Okay, Oscar, gonna need you here. James, how far away are you? You're coming through. Cool. You take this angle. Try not to shoot Bruce, if you would kindly. So maybe we're going to be one android down. Bruce, you're going to move yet? No, you're unconscious. Okay, well, that is a good thing, I guess. No, that's someone else that's knocked down. Okay, James, you're going to go there. Wilson's already got bored. Okay, 13 hours still. You held up pretty well. Okay, James, off there. Go. Tend to Bruce without medicine for the moment. Wilson, you do your own thing. And Oscar, whereabouts are you? You got one condition as well. Cool. Right. Turns out bugs in the open, particularly quick and quite dangerous. Afton, on the other hand, looking quite good for a little robot. Cold intolerant, doesn't matter. Trigger happy is good. Fast walk is good. Healthy is good. Steadfast is good. Pessimist isn't great. Nimble's really good. And no talent isn't half bad either. And double burning passion in crafting, which we are A-okay with. And we'll be able to double up as a miner. So Afton, you're over here. And this is what you're now going to be assigned to. And let's get you a half decent weapon as well. So we've got an M16 there. You go equip that. It's only good quality, so it's nothing amazing. And we'll start getting some body parts into you. And hopefully you can start breaking down this stuff, which means we can also then go and break down Bradley. Or is that the first thing we're going to do? Oh, I thought that's what he's going to do. Just go pick Bradley up and break him down. I was going to say that's brutal. Like, in with the new and out with the old. And that also gives him some cataphract armor. So yeah, not bad. Why did you stop? I don't understand why you would have stopped. You're literally there doing it. Is there something wrong with you? There we go. Right, something that we do need to do. Because he thinks he has free will, we need to remove his artificial brain. And just realised we've got enough Persona Core, which means we can now make one more T4. The android army is growing. Looking like the plan with the walls isn't working. They're still deciding to tunnel through here, but they're kind of also shooting each other. But, I mean, they break through here, they're basically just straight onto 2 military turrets. And they're going to have virtually no rounds of ammo left. Which for us is fine, because one of these guys, him to be precise, has another Ghost Rifle. Which we are A-okay with. Obviously don't get shot by it. That would definitely ruin our day. But it's a serious bit of kit. And looks like we've got a trader come in. Bulk's good trader from the Grand Federation. Cool. Yeah, that's not bad. That'll be quite useful so long as they don't all die. And now onto the military turrets. Okay, amazing, because they got rebuilt. They are now not set to armor piercing. Amazing. Bruce is still beating up. Afton, we tried a bunch of operations on and somehow kept failing. Once again, some guys coming through into kill zone. V is. That's the important one. Jarvis isn't one of ours, thankfully. But it looks like they're through at the top. Okay, cool. Don't want to be hiding behind some rhinoceroses in case they manhunt us, so we move this way. Afton, you go into there. You go search and destroy. And James, can you take... Okay, you don't have the belt equipped. No, he does have equipped, you just can't do it when you draft it. Okay. That's it. Time to earn your keep, buddy. Alright, cleared. Do we go chase them down? Lowe's got a decent helmet. That's not going to be a bad bit of kit. Powered assault helmet, poor quality. And you look like you're in samurai armor. Samurai power armor, yeah. Cool. Let's see if we can't get anything good out of this. Wilson, take down low. Make sure you don't get clocked by James because that will kill you. You go this side. Yeah, we're not going to get anything more. Okay. Not bad. Okay, so a raid of 70 robots apparently, according to this. But I'm throwing it out there. It does not look like it's that many. But they are coming in with a few mechanoids. Okay, we've got some bugs spawning in. Turns out there's some little bug burrows down here that we're going to have to go and destroy at some point. Yeah, no, they'll be fine. If we can take that down, that's possibly one more Persona Core, which would be great. They'll end up fighting the bugs. Nothing too much will happen there. Whole bunch of Yield plasteel components. Oh yeah, we're looking forward to taking those down. That's going to be great. Now, housekeeping has started to fall apart again. So the whole idea of having Afton on crafting, turns out he's not skilled enough to actually do most of the crafting. Which obviously doesn't work great. Turns out Oscar's better at crafting than he is. You're a T4, no, you're a T2. So we only find something that Afton can do to actually get better at crafting, because once he's good at it, he's going to be able to melt through that super quick. Now, what are you missing? You're missing a high-powered leg. Okay, cool. Someone else missing one? No, doesn't look like it. Oh, you are as well. Okay, our left leg's more difficult to put on or something. And missing a right leg. Oh, that's fun. And finally, they've decided to come into attack. And I don't have massive expectations for them. And Wilson's head got shot off again, which means no AI Persona Core. That's a shame. That would have been another android for us, which would have been amazing. Now, I'm thinking that we still have one more Persona Core kicking around. That extra Persona Core obviously means we can get another T5, which for us would be actually pretty sweet. This has been a bit more of a mix in this episode than the others. So they've either been like sieges, or they've all been all like mechanoid raids. This one we've had sieges and mechanoid raids, and what we're doing is we're just dropping in swarmers, because well, friendly fire and combat extended is actually devastating. So just going to get them to fight each other, and those rounds are really good because it kind of doesn't matter where they land, they still do the work that they need to do. Okay, don't need you on that, and don't need you on that either. We'll probably need to man the kill zone this time. Not a massive issue. All to defensive positions, because we've got that set. And soon we'll need to look at expending down here, because, well, the bigger the raid, the more resources you get from it. The more resources you get from it, the bigger the raid, and so on and so forth. Until, like I said, inevitably, we will get overrun. Also, like we also said about the mid-game wouldn't last long, would be pretty much through it in a couple episodes, which we are. Just going to need more colonists. And it turns out an elephant's trying to fight Brucey, so if someone can go shoot the elephant, I would appreciate it. Cool. Get back to work. Let's start processing things as what we're working on at the moment. Not much, because the whole base is overrun with junk. So we need Afton to level up quickly. But he really isn't doing a massive amount, which is rather annoying. Considering that his moving and manipulation should be 140%, his skills are too low to do too much. Actually, that being said, what we can do, go over here and see if we can't find any skill trainers to put into Afton for crafting, so that he can just go over here and start smelting this stuff down. And then we can put a second one in, and then we'll get through it super quick. Used a sneaky little trick with Afton, because obviously the problem was his crafting was a little bit low. We managed to get a trait releaser from the Polaris block, so we had to call a few of them in. But that has added 4 onto his crafting skill, which means that he can now go over here and work on this old table and start burning through some of this apparel that we need recycling. And then, like I said, what we'd also do is drop another one of these in, put that there, and then hopefully off the back of this we can start breaking this stuff down nice and quick. Also picked up a whole bunch of shield belts. Are they good shield belts? No, most of them are poor quality, but it will stop a round or two, which means that that's a round or two our androids are not taking to the face. Mass drivers are finished, so ghost rifles are now going to be pumped out at a decent rate, I'd like to think. So, allowed crafting skill, let's go 18 of 20. Quality will only count excellent or above. We won't count equipped, we always want 2 in storage. Cool. And then that should only mean that James can do them until Afton levels up enough. But, cleaning through this stuff quite nicely now. And we're not far off, all being said, from being able to get another T4 android. These termites sure do like this part of the base to try and tunnel through. And they've also got thermobaric as well. Silver lining to all of this, we now have 4 of the old Badman rifles. So that's going to be cool. The only person that doesn't have one is Afton, but he's still got a charge rifle. And I've got a feeling they're going to be able to tunnel through this before we can even get into a position to defend it. And once again, turret gets taken out and doesn't actually have the rounds that it needs. Everyone does also have a shield pack, which is huge. Move out the way of that. You move this way. We'll go little by little. Run. You come in and shoot from this side. Okay, took the shield out, but still alive. That is good for us. Centipede is now not doing anything. I think it must be out of ammo. No, still got 6 rounds. Okay, now it's aiming now. Come on, guys, finish this off. Okay, and Southern Elysium is coming in as well. Okay, cool. That one is down. The other 2 are messing around in that area. I'm not sure why this isn't allowed. This is a difficult situation. Okay, tell you what. Everyone reload. After you just carry on doing what you're doing. You're not going to be great in this situation. And we're going to push out and we're going to take down those centipedes. Actually, centipedes are coming towards us. So that's cool. You go there. You got double shield. You got double shield. One day, we'll be able to beat that far out. And then all we need to do is push up, take out these 2 centipedes. And ideally fix the hole in the wall here. Nice and quick. Afton, actually, mate. Any chance of you being able to do that for us? So we can take a couple charge blaster-pede shots. That is half decent. Okay. We've got 1 shield up. That'll go down soon. Both shields are down. Okay, move across. Oscar, you're in. You don't have a shield equipped for some reason. I don't know why. And this is why we use shields. Heavy charge blast, please, will just tear you apart otherwise. That is done. Oscar, how long till you bleed out? You got 8 hours. Bruce, you look like you lost something. You got another leg shot off. Again. Ah, fantastic. James, construct that door, mate. And then you're going to have to go tend to Oscar before he bleeds out. And the Southerners come in with another siege, but thankfully we got the old swarm rounds, and there isn't too many of them. So industrial era faction with like 1 guy in special forces, but these swarm rounds are just going to tear through this armor. They're going to be devastating. Okay, that landed in there, so that's not great. They're starting to hit each other, which is kind of what we want. A bit of friendly fire. They're doing okay. But yeah, it is more the other people shooting each other, which is causing the damage. But like I said, fine with that. So long as they are taking damage, it won't take too long until they start aggroing. So a minimum of like 9 hours, because that's when he'll bleed out. Unless his condition gets worse and he'll bleed out sooner. Which we wouldn't be super mad about. Oscar, was it you? No, you're deaf and you can't talk. Oh, fantastic. Time to defend the base. So a few more rounds had to go down on top of them. They had formed a really good gun line. So every time our little critters spawned in, they were just able to shoot them down and not cause too much friendly fire. In the end, a little bit of friendly fire went off, hence why they're attacking. But yeah, they fleed like super quickly. It does mean we've got 12 HE rounds though. 17 components and 70 odd survival meals. That is all going to sell for a decent amount. Now, something I probably should check is what these little micro ciphers actually break down into. Because if we're getting the bits for what the hack, that is going to be super powerful. 5 centipedes coming into the base this time round. And we're also expecting another mechanized raid behind it. So that's Oscar straight down. James, how are you looking? You've been out in 11 hours. Actually, let's just get you out of there. Oscar, how bad are you done? Not too bad. We've moved out too. Big guns are down. That is problematic, since there's another raid coming in. That turret's done their job. But I think... And Wilson, you got a crack. Okay. Yeah. What we take from this is the kill zone has... This is the end of its life expectancy. We have to start doing something else. Pretty simply because, well... It's not working anymore. It was working, but we're going to need something a little bit different. Though I did like this design, I think we're probably just going to have to scale it up. Okay, James, you run off and do something else. Okay, not sure where that one came from, but details. And yeah, already the next mechanoid hive coming in. Now this is Vanilla Factions expanded, so they scale off the amount of ships that they have, and they've only had one frigate land. Okay, actually, whilst we're here, seeing as we know that's all a weak link, I think we take the moment to put in subsurface conduits. Yeah, and that'll keep everything powered. These we don't need to worry too much about. So, not particularly scary. Just basically one shot to the face and they're out. Do need to start using fancy a little bit more. Got to get the hang of this. Let's try something different. Okay, Afton, you haven't got one of the belts. Bruce, to you. Nor do you. Okay, fantastic. Not sure what... Oh, yeah, they can't wear the belts because they're using the shield belts instead. Right. A little bit of playing, and I think we can get fancy to actually be pretty dangerous. Can install a repair module. And a cargo module, but it's already got a cargo module on them. Okay, install module. Let's do that as well. So made another T4. And we've got an okay roll. So talented veterinarian, heat intolerant, frail sucks. Farsight is actually going to be really good for us. Resilient is also fairly good. Athletics good. Xenophile we can get rid of, and psychically deaf is not a problem. As for his actual skills, yet again, construction and mining are going to be okay. They'll level up quite quickly. But he can't do any of the crafting, which is kind of what we need. So let's get him set. We'll also have him on Doctor. But I think construction on 1, mine on 1, then when that's not happening, we're just going to train you up to be a crafter. Because they learn at 200% the T4s, which is actually redonkulously quickly. And did we make another rifle yet? No. Once he gets a rifle, then we'll get him equipped up. More sappers. Again, more sappers. But thankfully, blowing themselves up. Not quite as professional as the Shattered Empire. But yeah, I'm just throwing out there's actually a fair old chance that they don't even get through the walls and just take each other out. Wouldn't you be mad about that? That'd be quite funny. But as soon as the grenades run down, yeah, they just start shooting up the walls. We've got some people trying to come round. A whole bunch of mortars coming down that might actually be really problematic for them. Yep, all people caught on fire, more rounds about land as well. Yeah, these reinforced walls definitely paying for themselves. They are having a bad time. Yep, turns out mechanoids, give them half a chance, they'll still kill humans, even if they're mind controlled. And you just run around and wake up. Yeah. Okay, just run out there. I'm not expecting them to actually achieve a massive amount of this raid. They've already lost like a pretty sizable chunk of it. Pikeman has killed itself. Anton, mate. Well, actually, a lot of you. Not where I want you to be. Come along here for the moment. David, what are you doing? You should have a gun equipped. There we go. So he's got a Ghost Rifle. Afton's I think the only one left without a Ghost Rifle. But he's doing alright with the M16 at the moment, so not too fussed about that. James, don't want you running out there just yet. We'll run out in a second, clear this area. But for the moment, I think we just leave them be. A decent amount of wake-up got left as well. Okay, push out. Let's finish this. If we can take down the pikemen, obviously that's more stuff that we can use to try to get some better mechanoids going. So we've got a good one at the moment. We just need To be fair, we don't really need that much more stuff added onto it, and then it's going to be an absolute beast. Just got to figure out how to control it properly. And the area's cleaned. Nice. Okay, now everyone, yeah, you're all on unrestricted. All urgently on all of this. We need all of that repaired up. And what we are doing down here, though, is we're putting in some heavy auto turrets. They aren't the best turret in the game, that's for sure, but they are decent enough and should be able to thin out centipedes, or if fast things come along here, they're going to be going a little bit slower, so that's going to mess them up. So ideally, by the time they burst through into here, we got something a little bit more to be able to do some damage with, or there won't be as much coming through at once. That's nearly done. Yeah, no, our guys are fine over here. James has committed a fatal error whilst working on David because of special challenges of removed self-will. David is dead. That is annoying. James, why are you so bad at this? You've got really good crafting, which is what it runs off against, so it should have been fine. Well, we got another persona core, so let's go again. And we got a raid from Hela coming in. Okay, they'll prepare for a while and then attack. Decent sized force as well. 27 humies and a few robots in that as well. Any T4s? No, they've got some T3s though. That shouldn't be too much of a threat. And this area is now, yeah, it's done. This area is done. So I don't think against fast moving targets it is going to be great. But I think against things like centipedes, that is going to do very well. Everyone is going to the defensive positions, and we have mobilized Fancy. Now, if I take... No, we can't do it because we've got shield belts on. Right, I was going to say we take control of Fancy, but I think we'll just let Fancy wander around for a while and see what mischief they get up to. Okay, 1 down, 2 down. Okay, that worked out pretty good. And Fancy didn't manage to achieve anything. Fantastic. This is more like it though. So we got Flint, hashtag 144. He's a Fletcher, which gives him more shooting, more crafting, more medical. Not even mad. Poor hygiene, not really a thing. We're not worried about that. Restful's good, and energetic is really good. A passion in crafting, mining, construction, and shooting. I'd be a little bit more upset if Flint dies. So let's do the exact same thing again. Let's remove self-will, free will, and then arms and legs. And get into the bed so James can ideally not kill you, but I think that's the second time James has killed a T4. Yeah, James killed James, and then he killed whoever that android was. That's how much I had invested in them that I can't even remember their name. And now, oh, David. David was his name. Right, let's see how this one goes. How are we going to turn out? Come on. Catastrophic failure. Okay, or failed catastrophically. Annoying. Okay, pick up that in the meantime. And we'll get back to fixing you up. Oh yeah, just realised. James is missing the sight sensor. That is what's messing everything up. Right, okay, cool. I think we're working on... So we're going through marine armours. And then in a little bit we got the bionic replacements. Is that what we need? No. We need something else. That's what we're after. Advanced replacement internals. A little bit of a ways off. But we do have other research that we need to be doing in the meantime. And let's actually get Flint back over there. Let's deconstruct these, because we don't need them anymore, because we've obviously got the stuff on the other side. So that's what we want them actually using, and then everyone just charges on that. A siege from the mechanical march. And James managed to fail again, whilst operating on Flint. Right, I think we're going to have to hold off until we can pretty much guarantee, well, until James gets sniped, basically. Which almost guarantees that he won't fail as often, because he is failing way too much for that to actually be viable. It's a little bit annoying. And let's see how these guys do against a little stabby, bitey critter insects. Probably not great. I know they've done pretty well over there, has to be said. But once we can close in and actually start causing some damage, that guy's taking a bit of a kick in. How long till you bleed out? You don't. You got 5 hours. Is that just a mortar round going out the map? No, it is coming down. Okay, 1 down. If you could kill Addison, I'd appreciate that because he's got a flamethrower, and that flamethrower is going to be super annoying if it gets into the kill zone. But yeah, I'm really rating these little swarmer bots into the kill zone. They do not get far. Yeah, I like this. This works pretty well for us. And you've even got to worry about is Anderson, because if Anderson actually gets a shot off, that's problematic. Oh, UT1s are in so much trouble. That might be a valid strategy to stop things running away, because these things are rapid. What even is your speed? 5.58. Yeah, they are fast. So a T4 would be able to outrun them. But that's about it. But all we need them to do is just keep things pinned in combat. And then as soon as they're pinned in combat, we can go off and finish them. Now, all being said, probably should stop shelling them soon as we don't need to shell them anymore. Afton, you're done with there. And yeah. Cool with that, a victory. With that though, I do need to bring the episode to the end, so thank you very much for watching Rise of the Machines. I'll be Konzi. All your likes, comments, sub support have been amazing. You guys are awesome, and I'll catch you on the next one.